Hey guys, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we are going to work on a really simple little necklace using a few little beads from the Little Women bead mix. Finishes it off, all gone. And our Little Women locket. So let's get down and we will work on that. These are, of course, from the Jesse James Bead Mix Magical Mystery Bead Box book club. So this is some of the very last bits and pieces of it. There's not much left. So let's turn down and we'll get this little necklace made, and we may be done. So our little necklace here is going to be really simple. We have this paper clip chain, and we have this is an end piece from a toggle that I used the other half of, and we're going to hang that to the bottom there. Then we're going to take this piece of 20 gauge wire. It's probably a lot longer than I need. It is about 4.5 inches, but as I say, it's a lot longer than I need. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold this piece of wire in half, or close to it, like so. And then we're going to feed our beads on, which will be this little orange one. Come on, baby, go on. Oh, darn, I would have swore I just checked and they went on here all right, but this one doesn't want to. Oh, that one went on without any problem whatsoever. So then once we get these on here, we're going to put this on a jump ring and put that on the bottom. Then we're going to twist these up and we're going to put the jump ring them onto this toggle onto the bar down here. And then we're going to jump ring that onto our paper clip chain. So really quite simple. I'm not sure if I have any more of those little orange beads or not. I think I do have just a few left here. Actually, I guess the little orange beads are from Pride and Prejudice. There are some more in here, so let's see if we can find one that will fit on our wire, since that one doesn't want to. That one did just fine. Now, which one was it that didn't want to? Looks like it was this one. How about you? You'll go on. Okay. So this is what's left of my kit. The whole thing. This stuff that's in Pride and Prejudice. Well, actually, that's not quite true. I think there's still might be a few beads in Frankenstein as well. Yeah, there's still a few in Frankenstein. So that's what we've got left. As well as one of the lockets, which is Anne of Green Gables. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. So now what we're going to do, like I say, is we're going to jump ring this locket onto the bottom down here. So I'm just going to close this up, and then I'll pull the beads off one side and just slide it down to the bottom. Like the beads want to come off of both sides, but that's all right because we need to wrap the sides up, so we don't want it to, we need it to be off anyway. So we want our loop, because our jump ring is going to go over it like so, over here, up this way. So we want our loop to go, oops, Locket just fell off. That's all right. We'll put her back on in a minute. We want our loops to go this way. So we'll get this loop made. We'll just use our little, we don't need anything large. Bring it in here, bring her around, drop her down, bring her around here, even her out, and then we're going to do our winding. Come on, get out of the way, Bead. You don't want to get cracked. Okay, then we'll wind this guy up. Now you could use simple loops here. It might even be simpler. Haha, funny. But also you could just put this directly onto the onto your your ring down there. Okay. I think that loop might be need to be turned just a hair's breadth. So then we'll put our little women back on here. Then we'll put our other beads back on. Come on, we tested you and you worked just fine a minute ago. Okay, now that we've got that done, we want to just make our other side here. So we'll make another loop just like we have here. And over the top. Bring her down and around. And now we're going to want to wrap her up. Cut off the excess and tuck that in carefully. Did I get it? Nope. Gotta do it just a touch more. There we go. Now we have our little piece here that we're going to hook on to our ring here. Now as you can see, it's still a little, it's too wide, so we're gonna have to squish it together just a hair's breadth. And that should do it. Maybe just a teeny touch more. Now I was going to hook this on with these. Well, it should work. I'm afraid it would be too loose because we don't want them to slip off the ends, but we'll see how it works. And then through here. And tighten this guy up. Now we'll go to the other side and do it the same way. Now see, that's what I was afraid of. It just slipped off. Now we'll have to see if I can just slip it back on. Once it's on, it should, both sides, that it should stay put because they're keeping it together itself, you know, because of the way, the size I made it should keep it in place. But I don't know, we'll see here. I do have some tinier jump rings, but I'm afraid they'd be too tiny to hook this on over this bar. But we may have to try it. So we have our paperclip chain. This is the last of the paperclip chain we have. We need to hook the paper chip, the lobster claw on. And just going to put a regular jump ring on this side. Though frankly, these links are perfect for going, you don't need one because the it will hold onto it anyway. But we'll, you know, I'm going to get some of the, find my littler ones and see if we can get the littler ones onto, if they'll work. I'm afraid they're too tiny, but if they will work, then we'll use those down on this, down here on the bar, so that they can't fall off like that one just did, both sides. So let's see if we can do that. We'll take this one and hook the lobster claw on this other side. That's done. Just hook this up. And then we're just going to hook this onto here with this big lobster claw. It's just going to hang right on the chain, let it can go movement however it wants to. So let's see if these teeny ones will go over both of these rings. I hope so, because it's not behaving with it just like that. It's a pity that these little spots right here weren't actually open, because if they were, I'd just hook it straight there. But not sure this is going to go on here. This is a pretty wide little wire here, but so nope, it's not going to go on. So how are we going to do this? This one's too small. The other one is slightly too big. And I need one more anyway, because I just gave that one away. To think of what we're going to do here. May have to use round jump rings, which I don't normally use, but that might be the only answer. Because a round one might be big enough to go across the wire, but not so big that it drops out the other side, like these ones are trying to do. So this is just going to go, and it just dropped off again, through this spot right here. And then it's just going to go over the top of the whole clip, paper clip. so it can slide around to its heart's content. So like so. Of course, I could just maybe make it a loop just to take some wire and wire wrap it onto there, and that might be the only choice we have. But that's what it will look like when it's all done. I wanted it to have some movement, and that's why we were going with jump rings, but I suspect probably what I want to do is just to take a little bit of wire and wire wrap between the two pieces, this piece onto there. And that's probably what we're going to do. So we'll just take these jump rings off again. We'll put those aside. And I have a little piece of 22 gauge beside me here. Wire, and I'll just take it and I'm going to just wrap them right onto there. If I wanted it to keep its movement though, I probably should have left those on, because that way it could swing around some more and just jump ring. Wire the jump rings up there. No, I'll just wire directly to it. There you come off of there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece of wire and we're just going to do a wrap or two around. Then we'll go down, grab this, and wrap it onto here like so. Now we'll do the same with this side. Tighter than I want it to be, but I think it will work all right. I'm gonna have to tighten these wires up after I cut them loose here. Now we just have to do the same thing with this side. Wrap it right up onto the wire, and then this little necklace will be done. It's definitely not going to go anywhere once I wrap it onto here. Certainly not going to fall off anymore, that's for sure. Just put this wire through here. Pull it up. Come on, go up there. Oops, bent more than I wanted it to. I'll have to figure that out and straighten that up some more. Then, come on, 2 times around here. Come on. 1 and 2. You came back over there further. We don't want you over there. We want you over here. And so you can have enough room to get your second wrap in right here. go. Now we just got to cut this wire off and tighten things up a little bit. And then we'll be all done with this one. There we go. All finished. Okay, there we have it. There's our little women necklace, using the paper clip chain, a few little beads, which I believe were for Pride and Prejudice, the beads were, and the little women locket. I think that's Little Women. Yes, that's the Little Women locket. So, and our paper clip chain. So there we are, all done. Isn't that cute? That turned out pretty nice. Not quite how I wanted it to go at first, but since the jumprings fell off of my little ring, my little bar I had them on, so we had to do a little bit of working on that to get it the way we wanted it to. But anyway, our locket is from Little Women. The beads are from Pride and Prejudice, and it's our paperclip chain. So all these little odds and pieces came from our Jessie James Beads Magical Mystery Bead Box Book Club. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden.